Sharpe with STL TV, and where else am I than right here on the field at St. Louis City SC. We're going to catch up with the Chief Entertainment Officer. We're going to walk around the stadium and give you that behind-the-scenes tour that you've all been looking for. I caught up with Matt Sebek, the Chief Experience Officer here at St. Louis City SC. Chief Experience, and everybody's pumped for these games to start. You've got a lot going on here. Where are we at right now?
We are in Pitch Club, so the west side of our stadium is really the premium areas of our stadium. So it's called Pitch Club because we are literally pitch level, as we'll see. So we'll walk right out onto the field like our players do. Elevated food and beverage experience down here, only for about 400 guests, so super elevated. Above that, we have another club, we have suites, we have press box. So the west side is, pretty clean. So if you have a premium ticket, you know exactly where you're going.
I kind of like how all of that is on one side of the stadium, which is great. But let's talk about those everyday regular fans. There's a lot of those coming to the game. What can they experience?
I think it's a soccer city, but not a lot of people have attended a professional soccer game before. Right. And it is it's a tribal communal experience. It's high energy. It's fast paced. The clock doesn't stop, so there's constant movement. It's going to be a blast. So 22,500 people, and it's going to be crazy in here.
Now, you just announced something just today about sustainability.
Yeah.
Kind of walk me through what that's all going to happen and contain.
We really, from the beginning, wanted this stadium to be a mix of high tech and high touch. So from the tech side, all the bells and whistles that we're pretty proud about. But on the high touch side, we wanted it to be tech forward, but also environmentally responsible. And so this stadium will open as a zero waste facility. So we've thought very deliberately about the partners and vendors that we bring in, knowing that we really want to reuse, reduce, and recycle everything that's brought into this space. So we have no single-use plastics. We have, low-flow plumbing, environmentally responsible lighting. So we've really, end-to-end have thought about how to not only be a good soccer facility, but a really great neighbor to the region.
Well, it's interesting to look at basically what I'm going to consider the trash can.
Yeah.
Right. You've got three little areas, and the regular old trash section is the smallest because you really are thinking there's not going to be a whole lot of waste. There
really shouldn't be anything or a minimal amount that goes into the actual landfill. So we really, with all of our products that we control, it should go straight to recycling and compost. And we have both of those, dual stream sorting here on site. So as much it is a fan responsibility, our back of house and operations are fully equipped to handle this. So it's pretty exciting to start this way and not have to, kind of retrofit processes that are already in place.
That's got to be the first in the area, sports teams that's doing that. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, now what are you thinking about the team itself? Because, a new team, like you said, there's a huge soccer base here in St. Louis, but what are people going to expect from the actual team?
It's going to be exciting. This is, Lutz Pfennenstiel is our sporting director, a bit of an icon in the soccer landscape, has been played and been everywhere. So we really took bits of that philosophy and put it into, the recipe that he's creating here. It's going to be a fast-paced, high-pressing, I think a blue-collar style that our fans are really going to appreciate. A lot of very young, athletic players that are up-and-comers. So I think it's going to be a really exciting style of play.
Might be able to see somebody before they really, really hit it big.
That's the hope. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, I've actually been to a game in Nashville, and I know that they do a whole show. There's, chants, and is that in store here?
It is, yeah, and that's that tribal, visceral experience we're talking about, where this isn't, we play top 40 hits all game. There is our supporter group is in the north stand of our stadium here at CITYPARK, and it's about 3,000 fans, and they will be singing, chanting, banging drums, playing instruments all game, waving flags, and so it really is, in a way, they are the heartbeat of that experience, and what we can do on the team side really just surrounds that. So it's going to be something that St. Louis has never seen before.
That's super exciting. Well, do you think you could maybe walk us around and give us the behind-the-scenes tour here?
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
Let's go for a walk. Okay, so this is what you were talking about.
This is our north end, and so this is our supporter section. about 3,000 seats. So you can see the seats are locked into place.
Seats don't move.
No, they don't. They don't move.
I don't get to sit here.
No.
Okay, I hold on though.
Yeah, so you hold on because it is jumping, screaming, chanting, all game.
Woo!
Yeah. See, so it's there, okay, but you have a cup holder.
Just in case. Oh, you have to have a cup holder.
But you can see, like, even we're 3 rows right now, but you can see how steep this is. So the grade of this will create a bit of a wall atmosphere and be very loud and imposing for the visiting teams.
That is great, and of course you put it on that side, so it's closest to the visiting team, which I love.
Yeah. Fans are by and large in their seats while the games are going on. So 45-minute first half, 45-minute second half, and it's divided by really just a 15-minute halftime. So at halftime, we'll have 3,000 people that all rush out in here,
all come here,
and they want something to eat or drink. So we thought very deliberately about how to solve those problems. One of the ways is through these little market stalls that we designed ourselves, and they're meant to feel kind of like New York, Central Park, little stand where you just get a quick bite to eat. So we have 23 of these throughout the stadium, and they really are meant to feel like a little festival. So it's not meant to get a whole meal here, but Padrino's, another local partner on South Grand, you just pick up a street taco, you go to the next one, you get a pretzel, you go to the next one, you get a bao slider. So
kind of keep it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of variety, there's a lot of discovery that happens. So by these little stands that they can cook on site, it'll hopefully spread the lines out, which is helpful.
That is very helpful. And what is behind us?
And so in here, we've got really the high-tech side. So these were supposed to be traditional concession stands with 8 lines where you grab you order, you grab your food, you stand in line, and the average transaction time takes about 8 minutes to do that at a traditional stadium. Okay. What this is leveraging technology that really excelled and elevated during the pandemic. This is a frictionless market. So what happens here is I come in, I scan my credit card.
You scan your credit card first.
Scan your credit card first.
Okay.
And then these turnstiles will go up. So we can walk in together. And now through the use of camera tracking technology above.
Holy cow, look at all those cameras.
And sensors in these shelves, kind of like a hotel mini bar, I can grab hot food. So I can grab a slice of pizza.
Off here.
I can grab a bag of popcorn. I can grab water, a beer, and then we're just gonna walk out and it knows what I put in my hands.
No, it does not.
Or what I put back. And so we can get people in and out of here in 30 seconds or less. We're overlooking Lou Fuse Plaza now.
Okay.
And this is, 100,000 square feet of green space, but comes really our fan zone. So
and that is outside.
It's outside.
Okay.
Yeah, and so 2 gates that fans can go in, but with tickets being in such high demand, we wanted to create incentives for people to come down. And if you don't have a ticket, like it's still the best party in town. But the views here, this is at our soft open in November, there were families lined up in this corner taking photos of the wheel in the background, which is lit up at night, Union Station.
Yeah.
Great views of the field right here.
You really do. Like, this is a spot to bring like a tourist who maybe isn't all that interested in the outcome of the game, but they get to see a game and they kind of take it all in and then just turn around and see all our St. Louis favorites.
It is beautiful. And that's what, on the experience side, like we can't control the results on the field.
Right.
But we can make sure it's a pride-inducing moment.
Ba-boom. Can't wait.
So, with training center right across the street, that facility is really where our players do the majority of their work.
Okay.
And that space in the training center looks exactly the same as our locker room in stadium. So it's kind of like practice how you play, but this will give you a peek at what the locker room looks like.
What we got going on here. So you've got your little ice bath, you got your little tables over there. And then what does this look like? Ooh.
So here's our...
Well, this is really neat. Look at me pretending to be a player again.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's very clean.
It's very clean.
It is the only curved room in the entire building. Everything else is very 90-degree, clean lines, good perspective. But this is, again, the German influence of our sporting director, Lutz Pfannenstiel, wanted this to feel like Knights of the Round Table, no corner, so there's no hidden conversation.
Love it.
Whether you're the first one on the roster or the 25th, you feel a part of the conversation.
Yeah, you're definitely a part of it. Now, what happens in this middle part?
It's just, again, it's kind of like where the family meets to have dinner. You know,
Right.
It's just kind of the Knights of the Round Table. They gather around. You got the crest on the ceiling. That's so iconic. So it's a pretty cozy place, but deliberately so.
Very neat. This is very neat. Okay, so you said we were right here on the field level.
Yes, this is Pitch Club, and even before we walk out, one of the cool things is our visiting locker room is on the south end of the stadium, behind that wall.
Okay.
Our home locker room's on that side of the wall. So before the game, the players will come out of their tunnels and actually line up right where we are right here. So if you're a member of this club, you really have unfettered access to the players right here. So
That's really cool.
and so the players will make their way out on the field just like we'll do right now.
Just like
Yeah.
this. All right.
Yeah.
This is very great. Look at that. I mean, it looks big when you're up in the stands, but
Yeah.
it looks really big from down
I
here.
know, and it's 22,500. I still think it looks bigger than that.
Yeah, it's huge.
And the reason why is, we brought in two architects, HOK, designed stadiums all across the world, and a woman named Julie Snow, who really designs more civic centers. And what they do is really study the surrounding neighborhood. So you see these hits throughout the corners and these peaks of the city and throughout the
Yes.
concourse. So I think the fact that it's very airy and you can see the surrounding neighborhoods makes it feel a lot bigger. It plays with your eyes a bit.
There's a great spot where we started up at the very top where you can totally see the arch.
Yeah.
Through
Yeah.
one of those, and that's great.
Very deliberate. The Arch, Union Station, police headquarters, and those views actually get better as you go up, which is really unique.
And then let's talk about how, first of all, everybody loves the city
Yeah.
in the seats. But I also like the sprinkling of the red and the dark blue.
Yeah.
Whose imagination was that?
It came out of, in the pandemic, there were a lot of, soccer stadiums that were open, but fans weren't allowed in. So because the stadiums were empty, teams started to sprinkle these colors throughout, so it gave it a vibrance or an energy.
Yes.
On game day, it won't matter because the seats will all be full.
Right, these will be totally full when you
Yeah,
guys
but
get
it's
here to game
it
day.
adds a nice color. The drone shots really look cool as it fades from blue to our city red signature color.